Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud Institution again. So we are the best software training institution. So now in this video we're going to see another one of the videos on this series, which is Terraform series, that Terraform Splat Expression with outputs. Okay, so now we can see like what is Splat Expression. Okay, now we'll just go back and see check that what is Splat Expression. Splat Expression is used to extract the value from complex data structures, particularly when working with the list and maps. So if you can see some of the examples, right? So you'll be seeing like a star, So if you have a common grep, the grep option will be using star. That'll be grepping the common outputs, right? So the same way, the splat expression is also this one of the one of the things that so it can use to extract the output. Okay, let's see this in the demo. Okay, now let's go back here. So I have one instance, an EC2 instance that is going to be creating, or that's already been created. I'm going to do Terraform plan now. Okay, so meanwhile the Terraform plan is running, I'm going to see that what I have in my output. Okay, in my output I'm just grabbing like instance AMI. Okay, so that instance which AMI is using and instance type is using, and what is the public IP address, and so what is the private IP address and everything I'm going to check, right? So the SSH key also I'm just grabbing from the output. Now if you can do Terraform apply. Okay, this Terraform apply is running. Now if you can give yes. Now it's showing that so the private IP address and public IP address and AMI and everything is showing. Now what we can do is, instead of this particular one instance, I'm going to scale this into 4 instances. Okay, count um, count is equal to 4. Okay, so now I'm going to have a add a count variable. So now what happens is that it should be creating a 4 instances. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do Terraform plan. Okay, so now as you can see here, the Terraform plan, because previously the instance is getting, so this output is expected, right? So EC2 private IP is going to be showing for only one instance. Okay, now because we added a count is equal to 4, so what happens? So this output is expecting. Okay, for example, now I'm going to remove this one. We don't need SSS keys for now. So now whenever I'm just setting it up, so it's just expecting that so AWS instance, cloud institution, and AMI. So as you can see here, so AWS instance, the cloud institution, then the AMI instance type and keypad name and public IP, private IP, everything is scrapping. Now, what do you mean by splat expression? Because we have count. Okay, so here is showing that because we have a has a count set. Okay, its attribute must be accessed on a specific instance, right? So in this case, what we have to do is that we have to give the options like this, the star. So what do you mean by this is that I wanted to grep all the AMI, all the instances AMI with this star. Okay. Now the next one is going to be again star, and then next is going to be again star. Okay, this is what called splat expression, which means that it is going to grep the common attributes from the map or count or list or anywhere. Okay. So now if you do Terraform plan. Okay, so in the previous output, as you can see, the Terraform cloud count.index. The count.index is what is be looking for. Now it's going to create 4 instances. Okay, and then let's see what is the output is going to be showing for 4 instances. Okay, so now I'm going to do Terraform apply. Okay, if I do Terraform apply, it's going to be giving the options. Okay, so the cloud instance 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. So all the instances are creating in parallel. Okay, okay, still creating. Now what happens is that so as you can see here, the what you mean is splat expression. Okay, as you can see here, the output has been showing. So output for first instance, for all the elastic IP, all the private IP addresses is going to be Okay, so 172, 31, so respectively like this, right? Public IP address like this, and instance side AMI is like this. Okay, so how do we get this one? Because we have had the count set over here, count is equal to 4, so the output has to be set with star. Okay, so this star, because we have set star, so the output will be showing for everything. Okay, now if you can see Terraform outputs, it will be showing that instance type for each and every attribute, the output will be differs. What we can do is we can also copy this one into output.txt. Okay, so now if I open output.txt, so this information will be saved over here. Okay, this is what called splat expression means. So whenever we wanted to output with the one or more attributes with the common features, then we can use this kind of a splat expression. Okay, so now also what we can do is we can also, if you wanted to get for so we can also, if you wanted to get for only one instance, still what we can do is we can also go with a count.index attributes. Okay, that's also another option that we can use it. Okay, so hope you understand this particular video, and so that's it about this particular splat expression. Okay, so if you have any questions, please share your question in the below comments. So if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please stay tuned for rest of the videos. Thank you.